Hello everybody, it's Chris Marder Games here with another tag video. Right, so the last one we did, the tag video, got so many videos from different types of people. So once again, thank you so much for those tag responses. We're now going to be moving over to another tag video that I've got planned. Okay, so the last tag that we did was 3 games you knew so well but didn't own. Now we've got this one that I've coughed up. Your top 5 games from any genre you like. It doesn't even matter what kind of genre it is. It doesn't matter. What matters is the top 5 of those games from that genre. So basically, you choose a genre, anything like fighting, shoot 'em up, sports if you wanted to, and then from that genre you'd pick 5 different games from the worst to the best, your favourite game. Now this means that you can't do this in no order. You have to do it from the worst to best. Obviously they're going to be the top 5, but the last one you mentioned, number 1, has to be your best one. So, well, this is my top 5. And now, I've chosen football as my genre because, of course, I'm a huge football fan. And on Saturday, I'm going to be watching the Champions League final between us and Bayern Munich. And I really do hope that we win that. Hopefully, we really do win that because I'm, of course, a Chelsea supporter. So I have to follow us. Hopefully we'll win it. Hopefully we'll win it. Otherwise we won't be in the Champions League next season. But yeah. Anyway, so top 5 of my top 5 favourite football games. I've played all of these games, so I know what they are. I've already done videos on them. So we'll start with the 5th one, number 5. So number 5 on my favourite or top 5 football games, and this is a genre I've already chosen, and that is This Is Football 2005. Now this game was one of the games I've made a video on, and this is in slot 5 because there are other better games than This Is Football 2005, but there are some things about it. There are some features in This Is Football 2005 that I like, and there are some things I don't like. TIFF 2005 is one of those games where it was competing with FIFA and Pro Evolution in the battle for the best soccer game, and but unfortunately TIFF sort of like it ran out of steam in terms of popularity, and but there were different types of features you can do on it, especially, of course, doing friendly matches, the commentary from Peter Drury and Chris Kamara, and also the editing mode was a little bit confusing. Every time I had to edit players, I'd have to copy players from different teams and then put them into that team, and then sort of rename that team. But it was a really confusing way to edit players, and I just thought, well, none of the other games do it like this. It's a kind of, I mean, I'll have some video footage of this, but basically I would just simply copy a player from one team, then bring it back to this team, and then just rename them. But the age was always different to the one I changed it, because you weren't able to change the age or the nationality or the names for that player. It just had the stats from the copied player. But I guess you could say it didn't really matter that much. Other features included the use of an iToy camera, so you can put your face in the game, which worked well, I think. But when I tried it beforehand, it would never work. It never worked for me when I used it, and well, it was just one of those things. Don't know why it would never work, but sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. It kind of depends on how much memory in the memory card you had. But the gameplay was quite good. It wasn't the best gameplay. It was always very difficult to control the player at times. I'm not saying the game is bad, but I like the way this sort of flows, and you know, the ball hitting the back of the net was always good. It was always nice and fluent. But again, great game. Not the best out of the different other games I've played, but it was fantastic. TIFF 2005 was available on the PS3, the PS2 and the Xbox, I think. I'm not too sure. So, TIFF 2005 is at slot 5. Number 4. Now, this game, of course, I've already played it on a video, and it's International Superstar Soccer Pro on the PlayStation 1. This is slightly better than TIFF because of the fact that sometimes you could the controls were a little bit jerky at times, but this was played on the PlayStation 1, the other one being International Superstar Soccer 64, which is a completely different game. I mean, on this game you can choose different types of international teams. You can pit them up against each other. You can play friendlies, tournaments. You weren't able to edit players, which was a little bit of a weird thing, but the gameplay worked well. I mean, you could do leagues and cups and things like that. One player versus two player. It all worked well. Gameplays was pretty good with the International Superstar Soccer Pro. So I really enjoyed it. Very, very fluent game. But of course, it's not the best. It's not the best in the list. So okay, so that was International Superstar ISS Pro. Number 4. Number 3 is a football game that is in the ISS family, but it was more of a step up to Konami's way of making football games, and this one is Pro Evolution Soccer 2008. Yeah, I really put so much time into this game. Of course, this is the more advanced Konami football game, Pro Evolution. Always liked the gameplay. Of course, you could do so much things. You could do training. The training stages were always very good because sometimes you could choose different types of training sessions, whether it be passing, shooting, free kicks, corners, penalties, different types of things you could do on that. And the really good thing about this is that it introduced a really interesting thing called basic training, where people that didn't know very much about football when they started this game, it gave them a little bit of an insight on what the game is about, like learning how to do the offside trap, and learning about the offside rule, and how to take free kicks, and how red cards are dished out, how yellow cards are dished out. And I think it was a really good introduction to the game, and it really improved the fan base of football, and it let people understand what the game was about before starting the game. And of course, from learning football through a game, you can obviously learn the game through real football as well, which really helps people get into the sport. I mean, of course, football isn't for everybody, but you know, people that are adventurous and they want to learn how to follow a sport, then you know, that's the really good way to go about it. In terms of the gameplay, Pro Evolution Soccer 2008 ticked all the boxes. Really good, great shooting, great passing, great through balls, great long balls. It was all really good fun to just head the ball into the net and do all that really good fancy stuff. The edit mode, well, where do I start with that? You could edit teams, edit kits, edit players' names, even create players of your own. And it always worked very well in terms of, you know, with the navigation. All the navigation was really straightforward, and Always very, very good. You could even edit the stadiums as well, which was an even bigger step up in terms of edit mode. I mean, you could literally just edit absolutely everything. The really good thing about it is that you could edit the flags as well, and and you could actually put the flags on the kits as well. You make your own sponsors. God, I had so much fun with this, and it really, 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 really gave me endless fun with it. So Pro Evolution Soccer 2008 has got to be at number 3. Number 2. Well, everybody's playing this right now, aren't they? Even KSI is playing this one. Yeah, FIFA 12. And why do I say FIFA 12? Because last year I was too much into Pro Evolution, too much into it, and everybody was saying how better FIFA is. FIFA is the better game. FIFA is the better game. The passing's better than FIFA. The reality of the players is better in FIFA than it is in Pro Evolution. And I just sat back and said, well, no it isn't. But how wrong was I? Because in FIFA 12 you can do different types of things. Career mode, you can even do a team of your own. You can go into a thing called in the fantasy team. Get a good set of players in packs, in different types of things, and even things like Happy Hour used to happen in Ultimate Team. That was what it was called, Ultimate Team. I mean, basically you'd get a team of 11 players, and you'd pay money to get different types of packs, whether it be a bronze, gold, or silver, and depending on how good the players were, they were situated in gold, silver, or bronze. But there were always very good bronze and silver players, and always hours of endless fun. And people still play this because, of course, it's very addictive, and it's not just Ultimate Team. There's also different things like friendly matches, of course. Career mode is very popular, and you could also do different types. You can also go online with it as well. So FIFA 12 has a lot of things in it which people absolutely love, and that's why I love it. That's why I got into it. And FIFA 12, I have to say, is the best current gen football game there is out there, and a lot of people will have to agree with me on that. I was in the wrong last year. I thought that PES 2011 currently was the better game, but when I played FIFA 12 the following year, I was converted. But it doesn't mean to say that I don't like the PES series. The PES series is very good. So number 2 is FIFA 12. Now, what could possibly beat FIFA 12 for the number 1 spot? Well, at number 1, well, I've got 5 glorious words.
It's a long shot! Goal!
Yeah. Nothing could get better than that. International Superstar Soccer 64. I've only just recently did a video on this, and I have to put a retro game on the Nintendo 64 in at number 1, because the fact of the matter is, this game has everything. It has cheats, it has funny cheats, it has penalty kicks, it has friendly matches, cups and leagues. You can choose a number of very limited international teams, but that's not the point. The point being is the nostalgia, the gameplay, the complexity of the game, the way it's set out. I mean, I could just sit down on a TV with my Nintendo 64, put it in, and just play this for hours and hours on end and not get bored. And of course, there's also the scenario which you can choose. You can choose different types of scenarios. They're all very random. So, say for example, you wanted to play the 1966 World Cup final. Well, you wouldn't be able to play that because all the different types of scenarios are randomly generated. well, I wouldn't say like randomly generated, they're all the same scenario, but it's just with random teams, random situations, random scores, and depending on the situation, you'd have to win the game in order to complete the scenario. And there's 16 of them, I think. I wouldn't be so sure. I think there's 16. So, ISS 64 tops my list of top 5 football games. So, there you go. Now, I want to know what you think. You can choose your genre. You can choose 5 different games from the genre you've chosen. So, who am I going to tag? Well, if you're currently on this video screen right now, you certainly are tagged. I'll keep them up there, just so you can just find your name, and if you're on there, well, you're tagged. You've got to do a video. So, not really much to say, really. Yeah, so if you're not, if obviously I'm going to put the names up on here, but of course I will post all links to channels in the description. So there we go. That's my tag video. I've now got it up. Now is your chance to post a response to this tag. There's no rush. When and whenever you can. Make sure you show a bit of gameplay in the video as well. That would be nice. That would be quite good. Like I've done in this video. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Looking forward to people's responses. Okay, so until the next tag response, commentary or talkie video, I shall see you later. Hej då!